Hi, welcome to this tutorial. My name is Juan, and today I'm going to show you how to vectorize an image using Adobe Illustrator. Let's start. There are a few ways to vectorize an image. I'm going to do it by hand. In this tutorial, we will use Adobe Illustrator and specifically the pen tool and some basic shapes. As you can see, this is the artwork that I created for this assignment. Let me show you the photography that I use for my background. So this is our first step. We need to select our photo or image. In my case, I'm using this photography from Amsterdam. I found this Dutch house is pretty cool. So let's go to Illustrator. So we need to open Illustrator, and if we use the shortcut Command N, or here on the left side, create new, or if you go to File, New, and this is our window to set up our document. The size A4 is the one that I use. So this is our document. First of all, we have to place our image. So with the shortcut Command Shift P, or if you go to File, Place, and I have it here on my desktop in the folder Amsterdam Assets. This is the picture that I'm going to use. So you drag it, center, and at the bottom. To start the trade process, we are going to create a new layer on top of our image. So to keep organization is very important. So go here to Layers panel. As you can see, we only have one layer for our picture. So we are going to call that picture. On top of that, I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to call that one outline. I'm going to lock the picture layer, and with the outline layer selected, I'm going to pick the pen tool. We are not going to use a fill, so I don't need the fill. We are going only to work with a stroke. So here, double click, and you have to select a very, very bright color. So this will help you. I'm going to pick, let's use a green. This will help you to use the lines, to see the lines during the process. We will start the tracing process from the most distinctive shapes and end with the smaller details. Also, for this exercise, it's very important to keep it simple to create this particular illustration style. So now, with the pen tool, we need to add the first point where we want to start our path. Let's start with the house from the center. I'm starting with the elements that I want to keep in the back. For example, the roof and the chimney. So that's my first anchor point. Let's do part on top. Okay, that's our first shape. Let's do the roof. Okay. Now let's go to the chimney. Okay. Let me see this point here. Don't worry now about the edges. So for this element, I'm going to use the basic shape here, the rectangle from the panel on the left side. Okay. So now that we have the chimney and the rooftop dam, we can continue with the outline for the main structure of the house using the same pen tool. So I'm going to start here on that edge, all the way to the bottom, and close our shape. So now that the main structure is done, we can continue with the windows and the rest of the details. At this point, your image should look like this. So let's go here to our layers. And if you click on the eye on the picture layer, you can hide it. And that is our outline result. So now we have to do the same for the rest of the houses. So let's make our picture again visible and continue with the rest of the details. Okay, so once we finish with all of our outlines, our work should look like this. So let's do again, let's hide again the picture. So that is how our artwork should look like. So I think that now it's time to add all the colors. Now it's time to choose the colors we want to use for our final artwork. These on the right are the one that I decided to use. So now you just have to pick, for example, this panel for the house. Here we are not going to use the fill now. We need the, we don't need the stroke, we need the fill. So I'm going to switch here on the arrow. And now that is selected, and with the eyedropper, shortcut I, I'm going to pick the color that I want for that area. And I just put on top on the color, click, and that's the color for my fill. So I'm going to do that for every single shape. So once we fill all of our shapes, so this is the final artwork. I created another layer for the back. Here you can see I just created a simple rectangle and fill it with the gradient that you can see there. Then also I added some clouds, and then I wanted to add like final touch. I added a logo to make it like look like the cover of a magazine. So, well, that's it. I hope you like it. Thank you for your time.